Hey guys, welcome back. This is Ramsey Duncan, and this is not my kitchen. We are back at this wonderful location on the east side. As we saw last week, we did the back unit, the B unit. Today, we are making my grandmother's recipe, homemade banana pudding with a meringue top. This is my family recipe, my grandmother's recipe. It's something that we've eaten most holidays. This is something that we can continue to do in honor of her. So we like to make a recipe. This house, again, I kind of went over the style last week. It's Japanese Scandinavian style. This house is 3-bed, 3-bath, over 2,000 square feet. And it's at the front of the property. So as the other one that we saw last week was in the back of the property, you had the shared driveway. This one is in the front, right on the main street. So you have a front yard, you have a backyard. It's perfect. It's a bigger house than the one we saw last week, but with the same style. So let's get into it. I can't wait for you guys to make this at home so you can try how delicious this is. Let's go. Hey guys, welcome inside. So today we are making my grandmother's recipe for banana pudding. So for the ingredients in this, what you're gonna need is vanilla wafers. I'm pretty sure there's a Mandela effect out there because these used to be called vanilla wafers in my childhood. Sugar, eggs. You're gonna separate the yolks from the whites in this. So you need 3 eggs total. Bananas, vanilla extract, cream of tartar, cornstarch, milk, and salt. That's all you're gonna need for this. All right guys, so now we're gonna make the custard portion. What you need for that is you need 1 cup of sugar, and this is gonna be into a cold pot, okay? 3½ tablespoons of cornstarch, and this is what's gonna be your thickener for the milk and the custard. 1/2 tablespoon of salt, a whole teaspoon of vanilla. I'm just gonna eyeball this. And then 2½ cups of milk, preferably chilled. 3 egg yolks. So I'm gonna separate into this bowl because I'm gonna use the whites for the meringue that goes on top. It's fine, it's fine. The way I'm separating, you can separate them however you want. This is just the way I've always done it. So now that we've got that out of the way, you're gonna wanna turn it on to medium heat. And you're gonna stir, forgot my whisk today, but you're gonna stir continuously. And this will eventually thicken up. So keep stirring consistently and continuously until it's thick. Now, it's going to thicken, and you're gonna notice it thickening. And you can stop there if you'd like it a little thinner. I like mine a little more thicker, more of a pudding style consistency. So I like to, after it starts to thicken, I keep going for a little bit longer. That way I get that thickness. Because what's gonna happen is you're gonna add the bananas into the bowl with it later, and all of the sugars from the banana are gonna break down, and it's gonna be very watery, especially if you're eating this the next day. It gets very watery. So what I like to do is I like to thicken it up as much as possible, add in pretty ripe bananas that enhances the banana flavor. It won't break down as heavy, and you'll still get a little bit of water at the bottom. It's honestly delicious. All right, so what you're looking for is like a pudding style consistency, real thick. Once you get it to your desired thickness, and mine is, I want it to be pudding. I don't want it to be runny. I don't want it to be anything other than the thick pudding that it is. So once it's there, take it off the heat and let that cool a little bit. Okay, it's gonna continue to thicken up over time, but for now, that's perfect. Yeah, that's good. Move this guy out of the way. So now we are going to assemble the bowl. I'll be fully transparent, this is another mixing bowl. I had a Pyrex bowl that you're supposed to be using. I broke it. We're gonna create a layer of cookie, banana, pudding. Cookie, banana, pudding. Cookie, banana, pudding. Whatever layers you want to do. So here we go. So vanilla wafers at the bottom. Get a handful of cut bananas. Throw those at the bottom. Now we got our first layer. We're gonna put in some pudding. See how much that thickened up over time? The bowl is way too big for this amount of pudding, so it's gonna be funny. So. Cookie, banana, pudding. And all the vanilla wafers are perfect because they're gonna soak up all of that flavor. You're just gonna banana, banana, banana. And I chopped up around 4-ish large bananas. You know, this is, again, my grandmother's recipe. We always asked her to make this, or coconut cream pie, key lime pie, chocolate pie, whatever kind of pie she had, we were in. We were like, yes. The smaller bowl is advised. Okay. Last little layer of pudding. Cool, so now that we've got the pudding set aside, we are gonna make the meringue. My grandmother she was an artist with meringue. The peaks on these things are unbelievable. It looked, I don't know if you guys ever saw The Grinch, but that little mountain that he sat on that had that arch, they all looked like that. They were perfect little peaks on it, and they toast up perfectly in the oven. So I'm gonna try my best to make it look the way she had it, but you know, I'll probably fall a little bit short. So in this bowl, we have 3 egg yolks, and we're gonna start whipping that. And then as it's whipping, we're gonna add in 3 tablespoons of sugar. And like, I don't know, half a teaspoon of cream of tartar. And a little bit more. And what you're gonna look for, starts to turn white, starts to get kind of emulsified. What you're really looking for is once it starts to get real stiff and real fluffy. That's what you should see when you lift up your lid. So it should be fluffy like that. It should hold. As you flip it, it should hold its shape. Here, you're going to scoop in the meringue. So, I don't know how she did it. I have no idea how she made those peaks. But I'm gonna try, just take your spoon, a spoon, and just pop it. But what this is gonna do in the oven is these little peaks are gonna toast up real nice. This goes in the oven, 350, 5 to 7 minutes. All you're looking to do is get a little browning on top. That's it, okay? So let's pop it in the oven, and I'll show you guys the finished result after. So guys, this is my grandmother's banana pudding. I tried to do the peaks justice. I think it came out pretty well, but this is the kind of browning you're gonna be looking for. Again, we're not looking to cook it. Everything's already cooked, but this is just to get a little more texture, a little more color, a little more definition. It's great presentation. So let's give it a shot. I think, again, the peaks look pretty good. Not as good as my grandma's, but pretty good. Yeah, holy smokes, that's it. I gave this recipe to a friend of mine. He's vegetarian. It takes him forever to find like a vegetarian Jello mix or whatever. I told him, get this shit out of here. Here's my grandmother's recipe. He made this 3 times in a week. I think he gained a few pounds that week. One of my favorite desserts. It takes a minute to keep, because you gotta keep stirring and getting that pudding just right. But guys, it's totally worth it. All right, I will have the recipe down below, the house description down below. If you guys want any more info on this house, this recipe, if you have suggestions for future recipes or future cocktails, leave us a like, comment down below. Please share these videos too. It really helps out. So, can't wait to show you guys the next one. See you then. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is a wrap on season 1.
We had a lot of fun, a lot of learning experiences. We are going to continue to put out content and videos, blooper reels, all this kind of fun stuff that you see behind the scenes. For season 2, we have a lot more stuff planned. We're going to have some special guests on, local celebrities hopefully, and we have a lot more stuff. We're creating the website now, which is going to have a lot of fun stuff for you guys to check out. Please like and subscribe, keep following. We're going to keep putting out content for you guys to enjoy.